So yeah, here's my latest endeavor. I'm carving the rims and gonna put some slip in the carved portion to flesh it out, and we'll show you that over the course of some different efforts. I attached this piece of wood to my splash pan to give me the angle I want, so I can turn the wheel, and I'm using this little carving tool here, and I'll show you more about that in a bit. So here we go. Closing in on the end, so trying to space out those last couple appropriately. So this pot, I have not trimmed off the bat. The bat is this wooden piece which allows it still to be attached, and I can brush out these crumbs before I move on to the next step. To make it even with the top of the groove, I may need a second coat, but that is the goal, is to put it on there relatively thick, or at least to the height of the top of the groove. I'm carrying my camera phone, and gonna see if works better that way or with a tripod to involve you. So because of these grooves, again, I want it to fill in fuller, so I will probably come back and add a second coat. We're closing in on the first. So it's been 3 or 4 hours. That first coat of slip has hardened somewhat, but you can still see the grooves. So now we're gonna fill in those grooves with yet another coat of slip. Hello, we are going to trim the bottom foot of one of these carved rim pieces. So let me show you how that works. So it's been drying upside down. Now it's more evenly wet. I have an advanced technique for finding the depth of the pot. This advanced technique is putting that stick there, putting this stick here, and this shows me, you're on the wrong side, but what it's showing me is that I have about a 1/4 of an inch to take off. I require 1/8 of an inch in order to glaze the base, and I'll show you one of those here. So I have found in recent years I like to glaze the bottoms of bowls and mugs, particularly ones that are food safe or that want to be washed. So again, I need about 1/8 of an inch from the height of the foot, and the foot allows the piece to rest evenly. If the glaze bottom is too close to the foot, it can melt and weld itself to the kiln ruining the shelf and the piece as well. So again, I need at least 1/8 of an inch in order to make that work. So here we go. We measured the depth, and I flip the piece over like this. This is what the bottom looks like, just simply flat where it rested on the bat. And what I need to do is center the piece in order to trim it. That's an effort called tap centering. Then with a sponge, I add a little bit of water to that edge of the bat. And a wad of clay will keep that on the wheel while I trim. I got two sizes of trimming tools. I use this larger one for the outside for taking off larger amounts of clay, and for the finer work I use this smaller one. And I know the inside of the piece is evenly smooth and round in the curvature, so I'm trying to make this outside reflect that. Now that the clay has stiffened up some, I'm going to remove some more of the red clay with this carving tool.